So when you make the decision to purchase a new handgun, there's lots of factors that you need to think about. One of the most basic and most simple things you need to think about is the type of gun that you want. So do you want a revolver or a semi-automatic? Some people choose revolvers because of their simplicity of its operation. So it's very simple to operate. You just have one button to push forward to open the cylinder and load it, and then simply it's closing the cylinder and then pulling the trigger. Very simple to operate, and if you have a misfire or malfunction, you can generally just pull the trigger again. It's going to put a fresh cartridge in front of that firing pin. Or do you want a semi-automatic? Semi-automatics bring in more questions when it comes into which gun's right for you. So you have a variety of semi-automatics. You have these single action only 1911s, very heavy gun, but this gun is going to shoot quite well. And then you have smaller options such as this Glock 43X or this Sig Sauer P365. And then if you get into the micro compacts, such as this Ruger LCP. While many folks believe that this little Ruger LCP 380 is a good gun for concealed carry, one thing that people don't take into consideration is the recoil on a gun is ultimately determined by the size, physical size and weight of the gun rather than the caliber. So while this is a smaller caliber gun than this, of course, 45 1911 here, this little Ruger LCP is going to have significantly more recoil because this gun is a fourth of the weight of this 1911. Next becomes caliber options that you're comfortable with. The most common caliber in the United States is the 9mm. I would recommend that you start with the 9mm. That's probably going to meet your needs. It boils down to what gun feels comfortable for you. What are you able to hold in your hand comfortably? What are you able to shoot comfortably? If it doesn't feel good in your hand right now, it's probably not going to feel good in your hand later. So take the time, try out different guns, hold them, feel them, see what they feel like before you make that decision and spend a lot of money on a gun. Get educated on it, and then most importantly, get the training that you need so that you can use that gun safely. Know how to use it, know all the safety features of your gun. Several factors come into consideration with the semi-automatic is with or without a thumb safety, with or without grip safeties. Some manufacturers, like 1911 models, all have a thumb safety along with a grip safety. Glock, on the other hand, the only safety it has on it is in the trigger and the firing pin block, so there's no active thumb safety on a Glock and many other striker-fired semi-automatics. So lastly, when it comes to choosing that gun, you need to pick a gun and you need to pick a good holster combination to make sure that you're able to protect that trigger, so should you need to, so that there is no negligent discharge. Protect that trigger with a good quality holster. So take the time to find a gun that fits your hands and is going to suit your needs before you shell out the money.